Live. All right, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Out there in
Hey, hey,
Facebook
hey.
land, Twitter land, YouTube land. How are you all doing? We are lit on tonight. Tonight,
As
this evening.
usual.
Yes, absolutely. We just gonna allow just a little bit of time, just a little bit, not too much time, because we want to get off of here. Because last night, man, y'all, if y'all was not on here last night, you all missed it. But the
Woo.
good, the good part about this is that you can go back and watch it on the replay. And if you want to have on demand, just send us a message and we can get you the link to the on demand, and you can just watch it at your leisure.
Yes.
Facebook. But anyway, so we are so excited to be here on today. So if you are looking at the description, and the title of this live session is Enhancing Your Network Marketing Leadership, the sixth pillar, accessibility, right? Accessibility. So as we all say, join us here as we explore the sixth pillar of leadership in network marketing, accessibility. Learn how being available and approachable can strengthen your team, build trust, and drive your business to success, right? So we'll discuss strategies for improving accessibility, share real life examples, and highlight the benefits of being a reachable leader. So you guys don't want to miss this. You want to take some notes, I would suggest. But you don't have to. If you don't want to, you can always come back and watch the replay, right? So if you are tuning in live, let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you're watching the replay, let us know as well where you are tuning in from. And so we have our first person that is on live with us right now is Miss Catrice. Thank you for your support. And
Hey,
support is like, you be like
Teresa.
on here like every time we're on here, and we certainly do appreciate that. So Catrice is tuning in from
Yes.
Colorado, right? I probably said it, Colorado. And so I am Shakitha, and I am coming to you live from the great state of Texas. And my business partner, my co-host, and my sister. I ain't gonna say sister. I just this is my sister. I don't like sister. We just always sex. But anyway, go ahead.
Yes,
let the audience
darling.
know who you
Hey, y'all. I am Wanda, and I'm tuning in from the great state of South Carolina, baby. Woo woo.
South Carolina is in the house. Yes, we are in the house. She is in the house, not we, but we are in the house, right? Anyway, so we can go ahead and get this kicked off, you guys. So again, hello to everyone, and welcome to today's live session. Where we will be discussing the sixth pillar of leadership in network marketing, accessibility. All right. So accessibility is about being available and approachable to your team and prospects. It plays a crucial role in building trust and fostering a supportive environment. So, Miss Wanda, if you would take us on in, what is accessibility in network marketing?
Accessibility means being reachable and approachable, ensuring your team and prospects feel comfortable coming to you for guidance, support, and information. Okay, that is the definition of accessibility in network marketing. You know, we have a lot to say. We be telling people when we're bringing them, our prospects, when we're bringing them to the business, don't go MIA. But some of the leaders are going MIA on the team, on the prospects, and that ain't cool because that is a disaster waiting to happen for your team. One thing you don't want on your team, if you are building, is a set of division. You should be treating everybody across the board the same because you need to be accessible to every last one of your downline. Every last one of them. It don't matter if they got one person, two person, three person, four person. It doesn't matter. You need to be accessible to every last one of them because their needs could be different at times. So don't put them all in a crab in a bucket and shake it up and you pick who you want to talk to. No, that is a way to disaster. I'm so glad we on this call topic tonight because let me tell you, accessibility to me means if I'm bringing someone in my business, okay, I'm gonna make time for them. Big, little, small, whatever it is. I'm gonna make them feel comfortable. I'm gonna make them feel like they are important. I'm gonna reach out to them, even if they don't reach out to me. I'm gonna make that step because why? I am in leadership, and when you're in leadership, the whole game's change. Just a game changer. You don't walk the same. You don't act the same. You got to hold yourself accountable to make yourself accessible. Because if you want to wear the name and the title, then you need to be accessible to all. Okay, now the importance, y'all. I ain't gonna chime in too much. Importance. Being accessible helps you build stronger relationships, enhance communication, and drive overall team success. That's what I mean. When you make yourself accessible to your team, to your TEAM team, then you will see the change and the improvement and the growth and the stability. Then you will see your team getting bigger and stronger. When you show up, the team is already looking. That'll make them show up. So when you allow yourself to be accessible to your whole team, then that makes a difference. That makes the drive go harder and it doesn't get weak. That makes them build up stronger and implement everything that you're doing because you know why? You're putting it out there first and you're showing them what it looked like to do it. That makes the accessibility is you got to be the front runner at all times and make yourself available for your team. Go ahead, Shakita. I'm sorry. Go
Catrice,
ahead.
Catrice, Catrice, Catrice. Can I get you to do a mic drop on that, please? Thank you. Anyway, show some love. Show some love. Show some love. Can we get a mic? I'm just saying. But anyway, but like I said, look, you must be reachable, approachable, ensuring that everyone feels comfortable. Not the ones like Miss Sun said, you pick and choose. I mean, like I said, everybody have different. I don't like to say the word needs. I'll say different wants. Um, but you got to be accessible. Being a leader, you must be accessible and approachable. And look, I really don't. I really can't even, come back on that because Ms. Wanda, she put it all in perspective. I mean, and I align with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the next topic. Just gonna tap in over here. Why accessibility is important. Thank you for those mic drops. Look, thank you, Catrice. Mic droppity drop, drop, drop. You feel me? But anyway, so anyway, build trust. So when you are available and approachable, think about it. It builds trust within your team, right? So if a team member knows they can reach out to you with
Mm-hmm.
questions or concerns at any time, they are more likely to trust and rely on you, right? So be trustworthy, okay? Hmm? And just simply just be available. And I'm gonna add this to it too. Don't tell me you're available and I call you and I can't get an answer. You say you call me back and you never call me back. I'm just saying. So this is why it's important that when you're in leadership, and we talked about this, you have a calendar, utilize it so that you can keep your word, your appointments, and everybody being in alignment. You feel me? Because see, I done booked on your calendar, right? For however many minutes of your time I need, because that's why you got a calendar. That you have these time blocks that are available, right? So utilize the calendar and not just put, hey, just call me up anytime you want to. No, because you're not going to always be available. So to make sure that everything's in organized, hey, use my calendar. Especially if it's important. If it's not, if it's just like, okay, I just want to call you and have a little chitty chat, out on the outside, right? That's fine. But if it's business, use my calendar, right? So let's talk about improves communication. Why accessibility improves communication. Accessibility facilitates, right? Facilitates open and effective communication, which is essential for collaboration and problem solving, right? Right. We gonna come together. We gonna collaborate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and look, Carl say I'm in my feelings or whatever. I was ready for today. I know stuff happens, but we still should have kept going anyway, right? We should have kept going anyway. We still could have collaborated. We still could have went forward with what we plan to do. So the cancellations, that shouldn't be. I mean, so let's be accessible. Accessibility facilitates open and effective communication. You know what? If you're in leadership, say, hey, you know what? Blase is going on over here, but I still need you all to step up. I need you guys to get online and do, whatever that schedule is. We need to do that. So yeah, I'm a little bit in the emotion of what took place today. So yeah, I'm saying it because the thing is, we got to stay consistent. As leaders, we must stay consistent. No matter what's going on my end is not going on everybody else's end. So again, as leaders, we need to step up, be accountable, be accessible, facilitate open, effective communication, right? Collaboration, problem solving. So that was a problem that could have been solved, right? I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, regular check-ins and being responsive to messages can what prevent misunderstandings and ensure everyone is on the same page. Am I right or am I right? I'm right. You don't even got to respond. So boost team morale, right? Knowing that their leader is available and supportive can significantly boost team morale and motivation, right? So accessibility boosts team morale. Knowing that the leader is available, you must be available and supportive. You feel me? Just like, we have to be, I mean, as, how can I say this? As, the downline or whatever, we have to be responsible. We have to be available. We have to be supportive as well. This go full circle because if it doesn't go full circle, how am I ever going to grow as a leader if my leader's not doing it? Right? How can the people that I'm bringing into partnership with me, okay, know leadership if I'm not doing it? I'm just saying, right? So be available and supportive. And it helps boost team morale, And like I said, each and every one of us got to come with our motivation. And like Coach Todd said, when he said something about, the question was how to inspire the uninspired. Well, you really can't. But if a person wants to be inspired, so if a person wants to be motivated, then you can help them. And what did he say? You can send them a motivational video personally to them because they're the ones that's not inspired or they're the ones not being motivated, right? Send a little uplifting something to them, right? To help them with their motivation if they want to be motivated.
Right.
So let's see. Catrice said we must stay consistent and be available. Absolutely, Catrice.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. All right. Hey, Tosh. What's up? What's up? All the way from where you at? Louisiana. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey, George.
For your support. We appreciate it so much. So basically, a leader who takes time to listen and provide feedback can inspire their team to perform at their best, right? So take time. Take time. All right. Y'all, I got to stop here for a second. Let me go ahead and put this on here. Just want to help me out.
Hey, Taj.
In the house. All right. All right.
Who's
Uh,
there? Hey, Taj.
hey, 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 hey.
Hey,
So
Taj. Hey, Coach Taj.
Coach Todd is in the
Hey,
house. All
I'm
right,
here
all
to
right.
support. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the support.
So,
Love it.
yes, yes. So, like I said, leaders who take
Love
time
it.
to listen and provide feedback can inspire their team to perform at their best. So take time to listen. As you know, and I've said this before, and I'm so in alignment with what Coach Todd said. We probably gonna wear your name out, but anyway, especially from the nuggets that you dropped on last night. You dropped so many nuggets, but like saying, this is why we have two ears to listen more, one mouth to talk less. So take time to listen and provide
Mm.
feedback, valuable feedback, not just feedback because you and your emotions and your feelings, okay? But valuable feedback can inspire your team. So, Miss Wanda, do you have anything that you would like to add why accessibility is important?
Oh, honey, that accessibility part, that communication part in leadership, communication is key. When you build it, that communication is key. It is key, not to certain ones, but to the whole team. If you a leader and you bringing in members of a team and you building, remember a couple of nights ago we was talking about the foundation. You cannot build a house on a rocky foundation. That foundation got to be level all across the board, all across. If not, that foundation will sink. And you do not want that. Have your communication doors open at all times. If you have communication with your team on a daily basis or every other day, that makes a big difference. I'm not saying reach out to your whole team every day. Split it up because some of us got a lot of team members, a lot of downline. Split it up. Just reach out. Let them know that they're important, that they matter. That they matter, not just certain ones. If you're going to do one thing for one, you're going to do it for all the way across the board. And that builds up the morality on the team, on the team. And that's what you want. You want to build a stronger team. That makes that foundation stronger, unbreakable, whatever it may be. So that's what your goal should be. Communicate clearly and effectively with your team. Communicate clearly and effective with your team. You got to realize that everybody on your team brings value. Everybody on your team, it matters. It really matters. Because if it didn't matter to them, you think they would invest what they invest to get started, to come up under you, to build their business. You need to teach them the foundation levels of how you got to where you are. You need to let them grow with you. Okay? And stop being a what you call it. What's your word, Shakitha? A doorkeeper, a gatekeeper. And we're not gatekeepers, but we're very passionate about what we do and how we do it and how we move. So that's why we make ourselves accessible for each and every one of you. If you go back and watch the replay, if you got any questions, we're always open for you to inbox us or reach out to us, and we'll be more than glad to answer your questions. But communication is key when you building a team. I like that one. I can't say nothing else on the rest of it because you killed it. But what I am going to do is going to go tell you how to improve accessibility. You got to give a
Yes.
shout out.
So if you are tuning in right now, live, if you would, put in the comments where you tuning in from. We really appreciate that. And go ahead and give us some love. Show some love. Hit that heart, hit that like button, and hit that care button. We care. We care. Come on. Go show
From the
some love,
bottom
show
of
some
our
love,
hearts,
love.
we care.
But go ahead, Miss Wanda, go ahead and take it in how to improve accessibility.
First thing you're going to do, you want to set regular office hours. You want to set regular office hours. Okay. Establish specific times when you are available for team members to reach out to you. Mm. Don't say reach out to me at any time. No, you make up the time between this hour, these hours, this hour, because things happen, and then you know you got a family, and you know you got other responsibility. So it's best not to say reach out to me with just hit me up. No, you have that boundary set that you have a life, you have a family life, and you have responsibilities at home. So make yourself accessible, really accessible from 2 to 6 or however you may be. Okay, now the example I'm gonna do. How about this one? Every Monday and Wednesday from 2 to 4, I'll be available for any questions or discussions you may have. Now that's setting the tone high right there because you already know between the hours of 2 to 4, I'm gonna reach out to you, Shakita, because you already told me Mondays and Wednesdays from 2 to 4, I will be out there to you. Used to be your T. They had another one person. I can't see that, Shakita. You got it. Okay. Is that was a that was a good point. A good point. A good point. And Todd, you say it's very important to you to use to be there for your team and to have that 101 personal touch. See, Coach Todd, we in a line together. That's right. It is very important. I can't express it enough that you have that personal relationship thing going on, because this is what you done build in your trust with them. That makes it personal. When you building that trust, that makes it personal. That makes it's personal. Yes, Catrice, communication is key. Then you're going to utilize technology. That's why we got so much technology now. You go spend almost $2,000 on the cell phone with all this high technology and can't use it. Let's go. Leverage tools like messaging apps, video calls, and emails to stay connected with your team. As simple as 1, 2, 3. But don't put it out there if you ain't going to use it. Make it accessible to you. Use what you got. Use it. Says I'm telling you, this is the best way to be communicate one-on-ones, like Coach Todd said. Communication is the key, like Catrice said. Chime in, y'all, because we love the feedback. Everybody's being their own alignment. Everybody's is being in alignment on what our topic is tonight. Now, example, create a team chat. We got that chat group where members can ask questions and share updates in real time. We got that. We got that. We got stuff in play. But our biggest problem is we can't stay consistent with it. Or we say we're going to do something and then we don't do it. So we got to do it. You got to stick and stay to get your pay, but you got to put in the work also to make it grow. Okay. Then be proactive. I love that one because I love being proactive. Be proactive. Reach out to team members regularly to check in on their progress and offer support. That's the problem. We don't reach out enough. I reach out till you stop answering the phone to me because I want to know, do you need me? Do you need me? Are you okay? Are you stuck with something? Do you have any questions for me? I have a business partner in Panama City, Florida. And she was so sweet. She told me, she said, Miss Wanda, baby, if I need you, I got your number. I said, okay, I'll be just checking in. And that made her feel good. And she let me know she respected me enough to let me know if she need me, she would reach out to me. So she's doing what she's supposed to do and working her business like she want to work it. But I made myself accessible to her so whenever she needs me, I'm there. If we got to do a Zoom phone call or whatever, I'm there. the communication, the touch, and the reaching out. It is key in your business. Don't let your business fall because something you didn't do. Okay, now the example for that one is schedule weekly or bi-weekly one-on-one meetings to discuss their goals, challenges, and achievements. Now, when you on the phone with them discussing, this is what you're supposed to be discussing: their goals, their achievements, and their business. Not nobody else, but their goals, their achievements, and their business. That's it. I ain't got time to go through your whole life story and what's going on in your family. I pray for it and let it go. But I got another 99 to call, and I got to get them called. Schedule, make sure you have them 15 minutes or less. Because you just want to ask those three things. Because you got your whole team to reach out to. And then remember, you got a life too. You got things you got to do. So go ahead with that. Now, maintain open door policy. Oi, maintain open door policy. You encourage team members to approach you with any issues or ideas they may have. Now, when they approach you with any ideas and any issues they have, by you being a leader, that means that they're coming to you. They trust you enough to come to you with their ideas and their concern and their issues. They mean they trust you. Don't tear that trust down. Do not tear that trust down. You wouldn't listen. Y'all wouldn't talk about the ideas. Y'all, if it's a plan for the team that you think will work for the team, bring it before the team. And if that person don't want you, let the team know that they the one brought the idea, then don't. Sometimes we talk too much instead of listening. Sometimes we could be right there at the breaking point and we just need somebody to talk to. So you make sure when you building that trust, you're not the one and the reason why it's being torn down and scribbled away. You make sure when you get ready to point the finger, turn it around. Okay? Because that is very important. In business, that is very important. You want to let your team know that your virtual door is always open for them to discuss anything, big or small. So if I'm bringing you something big, I don't expect it to get all towed down by all over the team. Because if I come to you, I'm coming to you directly. And if I wanted to go to the key team, I would have put it out there in the atmosphere. But being a leader, you have a big responsibility. And if you're not ready for that role, then don't build. You got to think outside of the box sometimes. You got to make yourself accessible, accountable, and approachable at all times. Open door policy. Open door policy. Because sometimes it may mean the choice between life and death in some situations. So you think they're going to wait till tomorrow when you have time? No, make yourself accessible. Accessibility, open door, whatever it may be. But you have to draw the line. But sometimes people need you more than others. So make sure as you take on this leadership role that you know your role. You know what you're supposed to do. It's all makes sense. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Mm.
Shakita.
Yeah, I like that fast last part. Don't bite off more than you can chew. So, and how you eat an elephant, they say a bite at a time. So, meaning that you gotta step this thing out, and we have to understand that we're in business, right? We're not, and when you're in business, we're in here for the long haul, not for a short term or for a short period of time. So the thing is, when we're building, yes, this is a business. Set those hours, specific times where you're going to be available. So that's definitely important in utilizing those technologies, the tools, the messaging app, video calls, emails, stay connected with your team. I agree with all that. The group chats. I mean, all that in a nutshell. I mean, because it does help, but utilize it the correct way. Like saying be proactive, reach out to your team members on a regular check-in. That's important. You know, like saying yeah, you have to, group that out, or block those times out. Okay, I'm going to call, this many of my team, just I mean this amount of my team, on this date. But again, it has to be within your work hours, right? Um,
Mhm.
so check on progress. I mean, you don't know what anybody's doing until they pop in and say, "Hey, look what I did." You don't know because nobody's checking in, or that conversation's not being had. I mean, okay, and we should be scheduling. I say we, when we talk about being proactive, we should schedule weekly or bi-weekly one-on-one meetings to discuss the goals, challenges, and achievement. And as Ms. Wanda said, that's exactly what it is. Now, if you do have some, personal issues going on, okay, we can schedule another time for that. But let me go ahead and take care of,
Mhm.
the other team, and then I can get back with you if it's still within that time. I mean, if that's have to be off time and you want to make that availability for that off time to have that conversation, by all means, do that. Um, also,
Right.
also, again, like I said, maintaining the open door policy. Encourage your team to approach you. I mean, if you're not approachable, I mean, come on. I mean, you really, if you're not approachable, I'm gonna say this
In
right now.
leadership.
You don't need to be in leadership. You do not need to be in leadership at all. There's no reason for you to even build a team. You might as well just go into the selling side of the business, really, essentially. Just go sell. I said, but if you're gonna build, you need to be everything that a leader needs to be. You have to have your regular office hours,
Mhm.
utilize your technology, be proactive, and maintain an open door policy. That's it. That's all. And Catrice says it is important to check on your people. Absolutely, Catrice. It is important that you check on your people. It is definitely that. So we're going to go ahead and go over into overcoming challenges in accessibility, managing time. We just talked about that. You already got your office hours set, office hours. So balancing accessibility with other responsibilities can be challenging. Prioritize your task and allocate specific times for your team interaction. You just said that, right? We don't even got to go back and do that. So use a calendar. You cannot stress that enough. Use a calendar to schedule dedicated times for meetings, follow-ups, and personal work. The calendar, I'm telling you, I heard this. The calendar is your boss. When you're in business, the calendar is your boss because you have everything on your calendar. Like I tell people, if it's not on my calendar, it doesn't happen. I'm gonna tell you right now, it does not happen. So you can't say, okay, well, I needed this or that. Well, what did you schedule it? Did you book it? Because if you didn't book it or schedule it, I didn't know about it. If we had a conversation about it and you didn't go to my calendar and say, I'm blocking out this time right here for this conversation, it don't happen. So don't expect me to remember this time. Okay? So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna tell you to go to my calendar and book that time. And yes, Catrice says be understanding. Absolutely be understanding. Yes, be understanding. And then here's another one. Here's another one. Setting boundaries. You know, like I said, setting them boundaries. While being accessible, it's important to set boundaries to avoid burnout because people will burn you out if you allow them to. But whose fault is it? It's your own. It is your own fault if you do not set boundaries.
Mhm.
I mean, as much as because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a talker. I'm a talker. I talk. So you're gonna have to say, hey, Shakita, you know what? Been good talking to you. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get off this phone because I talk. I will talk because I love to talk. I love to communicate. Because ain't nothing wrong with my throat chakras. My throat chakras is very, very good. Okay. So Katrina talking about, yeah, yes, you do. I do. I mean, but the thing is, I can tell you this, but when I am talking, I promise you, I'm going to be talking something of value for sure. So my talking ain't just be talking, okay? I might have some stuff that I might want to, I get a little like tense sometimes, but again, Setting boundaries is important to avoid the burnout. Okay. So if you are tuning in right now, live, we are talking about enhancing your network marketing leadership, the sixth pillar of accessibility. We are going to be going through 14 pillars, and we are at the sixth pillar. So if you missed any of this, we have the replays out there, so you can go back and watch the replay so that you will know exactly where we are, right? So, and also, if you're tuning in, if you would just let us know where you are tuning in from, just put it in the chat. We appreciate it. Don't be shy. So anyway, so communicate your availability clearly. Hear me. Communicate your availability clearly. That's why this calendar comes. That's why the calendar is so important. And let your team know when you are offline or focusing on other tasks. So that means you will not, hear me, you will not get that interruption because they know. And the thing is, I have like my cousin, she has multiple businesses. And you got to have that me time. She has a me day. I think everybody should have a me day where you do no business, you do no, it don't be family, it don't be nothing but you, yourself, and you. As normally I would say me, myself, and I, but I'm saying you, yourself, and you, right? I mean, to have that time for yourself. And she will have this day on Thursday. And I promise you, she communicated it. Everybody knew not to call her on Thursday. And if she decides she wants to talk to you, she will call you on her me day, right? But everybody knew not to call her on that day. On Thursdays, you did not call her because if you call, you are not getting through. Okay? That's like the phone go on do not disturb because I'm not being disturbed. So communicate your availability clearly and let your team know when you're offline or focusing on other tasks. Okay? So let's go in and talk about this consistency, y'all. Look, we can't get away from it, but maintaining consistency is key to being accessible. What? I'm telling y'all, you're not. Hear me when I say this. Everything we talk about is going to be talking about consistency because we must be consistent, y'all. We must be consistent. And sometimes, it can be hard, but it's okay. But you got to push through anyway. Push through. Push through. So basically, consistency is key to being accessible. Ensure you are regularly available and responsive. Be available and responsive. Don't don't tell me again, I'm gonna call you back and don't get back with me. I know sometimes that's what I'm saying. That's why it's
Ah,
important for you to have that calendar. I'm telling you right now. That's why it's important to have that calendar and utilize it so that you will have that time. So if you got blocked out 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, okay, then you have that time available. But also, if you have that time blocked out, you make sure you have the time that you got blocked out for your personal offline time, all those things. Block that out because otherwise your calendar is left wide open. And then it's going to be hard for you to keep your schedule. It's going to be hard for you to do the tasks, the things that you need to do if you don't block out your offline time, your whatever your focus time is. If you don't block those things out, your calendar is wide open. So you'll never have that time to do the things you need to do. So again, the calendar is the boss. You feel me? The BOSS, boss. So again, make it a habit to respond to messages within a specific time range. Hear me. Be responsive. That's what we're talking about. Make it a habit to respond to messages within a specific time frame, such as within 24 hours. Okay? 24 hours, not 48 hours, not 72 hours, not what's the next one? A day later, okay? Well, a day later, yeah. 24 hours, not the what I'm trying to say, 5 days later, a week later. All right, so 24 hours, not 72. That's what I meant. Not 72 hours or 48. So Ms. Wanda, do you have anything that you would like to chime in on overcoming challenges in accessibility?
consistency, consistency, consist, consistent. I can't say it enough how important it is to be consistent at all times. Consistent. I'm gonna share this with y'all. We wasn't consistent when we started this. We would have been done stopped. We didn't let nothing stop us. My work schedule changed up, so we changed times. But we still came on because this is our vision. This is what we love to do, and we didn't let nothing stop us. We stood accountable for ourselves, each one of us. We workout partners, and we wanted to share the value because we want people to see us for who we are, ordinary people, genuine people that have a passion to help others and to show others the way. We put our heart and soul into this because this is how much we care, but we're consistent. Every day we're consistent. Since June the 2nd, 2024, we have been consistent, not on times. We have different times because of my work schedule, but we still kept pushing. And you got to keep pushing so you can persevere. Once you persevere, don't stop there. You keep going like the little engine could. Consistency, consistency, consistency until you get it. That's the only thing when to build your foundation and your team up to be strong and successful is you got to have that consistency. I don't care if it's the holidays, whatever. Be consistent because at the end of the day, your work gonna speak for you. Your work ethic gonna speak for you. So you can't be spared the fence one day, the next day you doing something else. You just popping up all over the place. Be consistent. If everything is down on your calendar, week by week, day by day, then everybody should have a calendar and be working from their calendar so everybody will be consistent. Don't show up when you want to show up. Show up when you got to show up. Show up when it's time for you to show up. Show up for you, nobody else. It is you. The calendar will help you if you write it down, if you put it in your phone. That's the only way you want to build that strong foundation and that team. I get passionate about it because I see so many people lose out because they don't understand the importance of being consistent, especially when you build it and you in leadership. Be consistent. I remember quite a few times I had WAP here at my house every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock p.m. I remember sometimes on one hand how I used to get in front of the TV and run the presentation or do a training. And guess who was here? Just me and myself and I. But I was consistent. And I posted the pictures in the group because I was consistent. I've been consistent, staying consistent, and going to continue to be consistent. So at the end of the day, it's all up to you. Choose consistency over nothing. Choose to be consistent.
So, wow.
Not
Okay. Consistency is key. Yes. So, again, guys, y'all show some love. Okay, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I got a little person over here. All right, all right. But yeah, so yeah, consistency is key. And y'all, look, I don't see it up there, but give us some likes, some love, and some care, right? If you enjoying this live this session right here and you're getting value, do show some love in the comments and show some love by tapping that like, that heart, or that care. We care for all those. The other ones we don't want unless you like, oh wow, oh my God, right? But anyway, so Miss Wanda, if you would take us on into real life examples and stories. Let's talk about our new friends.
Honey, we're gonna talk about Jane, Michael, and Susan on tonight, okay? Now let me tell you about Jane. I'm gonna start with Jane first, okay? Jane, she's a network marketing teacher. Okay, that means she teaches network marketing. Improved her team's performance by establishing regular office hours and being readily available for her team. Now then, we just tell you how important it be for you to set those hours. Don't tell your team to just hit you up if they need you. No, you make sure you have it on your calendar, blocked out. I'm gonna be good. Have team TEAM written across the hours that you'll be free from 2 to 4 or 2 to 6. Spell it out. So that way you won't go and pencil nothing else in. Your team needs you just as well as you need your team. And there ain't nothing like having that one-on-one for 15 minutes. But it's up to you to schedule it. Get it on your calendar. And those $2,000 phones y'all walking around with, put it in there. You got a calendar on there too, so there's no excuse. Okay. Now, let's talk about Micah. I'm proud of Jane. I'm very proud of Jane because she took that effort. She's a wife, a mother, but she took that effort. She blocked out, made time for her team. Okay, she retired because she's a teacher. So we already know how them teachers get paid. They work these long hours and not getting paid for what they're worth. Okay, that's like everybody in America, but the teachers have it more worse because you don't know what kind of children you getting in your classroom on these days. It's a whole different breed coming in. Okay, so they got to watch the children, watch their back, and watch their work, their lesson plan. So I get my hat goes off to Jane. Now, Michael utilized a messaging app to stay connected with his remote team, leading to better communication and higher engagement. By being a leader, when you set up these chats and have these messages online, make sure you are using it. Make sure you're utilizing it. Not on special occasions, but make sure you utilizing it every single day. If not, take it, get rid of it because that's just a waste of space and have people confused. You don't need a whole lot of chats groups and messengers. You don't need a whole lot of that because they'll have your team members confused. Okay, and that's very important because you want to keep that engagement going with your team. You want to keep that engagement going because then they'll be getting trained. Then they'll feel like they're in team. Then they'll feel better about themselves and they're building. Then they will be comfortable building their team. But if you're not engaging with them and using the technologies to utilize the time with them to reach out with them, do a check-in. Our check-ins on Wednesday nights. Okay? Our check-in, our team train Zoom on Wednesday nights. Okay? So I say that to say and it said you start some, but you don't finish. So get yourself out the way. That's a whole different. I ain't going there. I ain't going there. I'm talking about this now. I was talking about Michael. But Michael, I'm proud of Michael because he took a big step. Because all his team that they was building, all his downline was building teams, but they had some remote and some far off. Not in the back door, not in the front door. They had some out of state. They had some in the UK. So what he did, he put together this group, this chat group, so everybody could connect and everybody see the same message. But it's up to you to check your chat. It's up to you to put something in your chat to make sure you get everybody to check in. If it ain't nothing but check in, Let them know you're there. Not let them know you're there, and that you're not just there mimicking something you just heard or see. Let them know you there. Check in. 2 words. Check in and send it. And it's out there in the atmosphere. So everybody in that chat can answer. That's what Michael did. And look at his team blossom. They're just running with it now. Because everybody all over, wherever they building that, all the way in the UK, everybody is connected and everybody's on one page. And everybody know what's going on. Now, Susan's, mm, that a girl right there for the night. Susan open door policy encourage her team to share innovative ideas and address concerns properly, fostering a collaborative environment. And that's one thing that a strong foundation can stand on. When it's more than one person collaborating, when the whole team start collaborating, because that open door, because of an open door, because my leader had an open door, and her team just growing and flourishing now because she did one thing, and that was open her door. Ain't nothing you can't go and talk to Susan about. Nothing. You got to share. No idea you cannot take to Susan. Susan took that idea and that person, and they collaborated. Now the whole team collaborating together. That makes a difference. So ain't nobody staying stuck. Everybody's moving from head to toe. Everybody moving from Jane, Michael, and Susan. Everybody's moving because they implemented everything that we talked about. They implemented it, and then they stayed accessible and they stayed accountable. And that makes a difference when you are in leadership or want to be leader or you build it. You get you a good, strong foundation. And that good, strong foundation starts with you because you're the first builder. You building the first rock. You laying the foundation. You building the first brick because you are the builder. You are the leader. So any other thing, yes, you get that malt and that mud together and you make sure you level it out all the way around so that foundation can be level. Because remember, a strong foundation will sink. Go ahead, Shakira.
A strong foundation will stand.
Will stand, not sink. I meant to say a strong, a weak foundation will sink. But
Yes,
you know, I
okay.
got too a passion too happy
I know
about it.
you got
So I
really
meant
into it.
that's why. That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah, it's
we
okay,
work
Mom.
out
It's okay.
partners. What I
Yeah.
mentioned. Yeah, yes.
Okay, so we
You
want
want
to
to say
correct that.
something about
A
that?
weak foundation will fall. It will crumble. I mean, so like you said, you build your house on rocky or sand, it's gonna sink, right? It's definitely gonna sink. But anyway, so we are up to the Q&A session at this point of the hour, right? And so now we're going to open up the floor to your questions about accessibility in network marketing. So feel free to ask anything related to set office hours, using technology, being proactive, or any other aspect of being accessible. So the floor is you all. If you have anything, if you're tuning in live and you have anything that you want to ask about setting office hours, using technology, being proactive, or any other aspects of being accessible. The floor is yours, right? Um, but if there's not anything and you decide you want to come back after watching the replay, same thing. The floor is yours. Drop your comments, and if you're a little bit shy, you can definitely DM us, and we can come back and answer those questions for you. We can do it on Messenger, right? And so Iva just said, like the foolish man built his house on sand instead of on a firm foundation. And that is it. Yes, absolutely. So you must build on a solid foundation and make sure that foundation do not have cracks in it, because at the same time, just building on sand, it'll fall. Building on a rock, a cracked foundation, it'll fall too. Right. All right. So,
Amen.
if
Come
there
on
is
here.
If there is no questions at this time, we're going to go ahead and get this thing wrapped up. But we do want to encourage you to implement these strategies to improve your accessibility in your network marketing journey. And remember, available being available and approachable can significantly did I say it right? Significantly enhance trust, communication, and overall team success. So, thank you all for joining us on today. And we hope that you found this session valuable. And we look forward to seeing you thrive through accessibility in your network marketing business. So, but before we get off here, we're going to tell you look, be back on tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to be have the same time, same bat channel, right? So, and we'll be going
Yes.
into the seventh pillar.
Yes.
And we do appreciate you, Catrice, Miss Iva, Coach Taj, for tuning in and being supported. And we really appreciate you guys so much, because y'all have consistently showed us support, and I I can say, and I can say for us, we humbly really appreciate you guys. And so, like, if you're not following us, if you're watching the replay, do follow us and we will follow you back. And thank you. And love to you guys. So, and also, we do have a business overview on every Sunday. And if you want to know more about what it is that we do, we love to share it with you. We don't drop it here is because that's not what we're here for, to, talk about, our business, but we are in business and we would love to share with you what it is that we do. So this is why we talk about it at the end if you like to know more. And of course, on our personal, content, you may see some of that. If you want to know more, do chime in with us, DM us, and we can get you that information. So, but like I said, on Sundays we do have our business overview, and it starts at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. So, like I said, if you would like to get access to that, do let us know, and we'll get that information over to you. So, with that being said, I am again thankful and grateful that you all have stayed with us up to this time. And so, I would like to say divine evening to you all, and we'll see you back on tomorrow.
Mm.